fucking go.
Much of a man by the light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania.
All I wish is for you to sit and talk with me.
Sit. Here.
Yes. Please.
I prefer to stand.
Silence! Or stand. As you wish.
Wadsworth, am I right in thinking there is nobody else in this house?
No.
Then there is someone else in this house.
No, sorry. I said no meaning yes.
No meaning yes? Look, I want a straight answer. Is there someone else or isn't there? Yes or no?
No.
No, there is or no, there isn't?
Is everything all right?
Yes.
Last chance, Tasha. Get out before it gets dark tonight. You're too old to stop me. You're all too old.
Mike Hanlon, if you see...
Excuse me, sir. Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Well, you better let the poor guy out.
No, Mike Hanlon, that I had to go, that I had to get cleaned up. Tell him I'll see him tonight.
And I realized I'm going home.
Poor Freddy.
He can't help it if he's got a case for you.
Well, is it my fault?
Yeah, kinda.
Why?
Why? I mean, look at the way you're dressed.
What's the matter with the way I dress?
Nothing except you look like a moving violation.
Well, when you stop wearing pants, I can see your pulse through. We got something to talk about.
I didn't think she knows.
Something like that ever happened to me, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do.
Pretty.
It's been a busy week, ladies and gentlemen. You might have seen the jump at the end of that video. It's because I had to change this thumbnail 3 times because of everything that's happened the last 2 days. We got a lot to get to, so let's get to it tonight on State of the Atmosphere. All right, welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. I am your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and boy, we've had a lot go on this week. John, how are you doing this fine Wednesday evening?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right, Knoxter, you doing well?
Are we there? Are we there yet?
We're there. The videos are up.
Oh, sorry, I fell asleep.
That's okay. Sorry about that.
8-minute intro.
Sorry about that. Had to be done this week. Had to be done.
Yeah, it's always my favorite time of the week because it means it's more than halfway done.
That's right. That's right. And that's why I'll never change the time of the show. I'm with you. I like it being hump day and we're done with the work day. So we're more than halfway done with the week, and it's downhill towards the weekend, right? DemonHorde. Football. How you doing, man? Yeah, football. It's coming up pretty quick here, guys. DemonHorde, how you doing, man?
I'm finally off, so I'm doing great.
They decided to let you have your night off tonight.
Yeah, let me have a freedom.
They didn't let you have it last night.
I know, I'm so mad.
Tonight you could have ran with us, but no.
They're like, nah, screw you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, screw you guys. I'm going home. Okay. Let's say hi to the chat real quick. We got some guys named DemonHorde that wants a LFG. Who is this dude?
Oh, he's some loser.
Demanding stuff, I swear.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Of course, the hardest working mod in the business is here as well. Vince is here. He's saying hi to everybody in the chat. And if you don't know his last name, we will introduce you to him, as we always do. Where is it? There it is.
Womack. Why am I not surprised, you piece of shit?
They're having discussions already. And Keely Chow is in as well. He says, I can't stand this timeline. I blame the killing of Harambe. Reed by Nature is here as well. He says, hail Joe and company. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. He was already commenting on stuff earlier. They're having a discussion about how the 90s were the beginning of the end, but we're going to get to talking about everything that happened this week. First of all, we've put this off for a little bit, but we're going to start with the box office numbers like we usually do in the pop culture update.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
And the juggernaut continues. Spider-Man Brand New Day hits number 6 all time globally. I think it's actually gone to number 5. I think this was actually, I got this article on Monday. I think it's actually moved up to number 5 as it swings to 4th box office victory. That's 4 weeks in a row. It's been the number 1 movie. Also, it's number 2 all time in the domestic in the U.S. chart, topping Avengers Endgame. The only one that's done more now is The Force Awakens in the United States. So
that's
of course,
just
Endgame wants to get that back,
month.
so they're releasing it later this year.
Actually,
new footage.
Not that too much later. It's in September.
Yep, next month.
Yeah, it's this month coming up. So yeah, they're gonna want to get that title back, right? They can't have Disney can't have Sony own that record, right? It's got to get beat. But anyway, take a look at the numbers for the weekend. Spider-Man Brand New Day made 39 million. Insidious Out of the Further in its first week did 25. The Odyssey still in double digits, made 19.7. Paw Patrol, the Dino Movie at 9.1, and End of Oak Street at 8.7. End of Oak Street is not doing well on its return for its investment. You see the domestic number there.
Worldwide, it's tied what it cost.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
How is that movie, by the way?
I haven't seen it yet. It's on my list. I'll probably wait until it's on streaming.
Yeah.
Let's see. I should have just clicked on it. Hang on. Let's see. Let's take a look at End of Oak Street.
Yeah, it cost around $85 million.
Did it?
Yep.
Really? With Ewan McGregor in it?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Shoot. All right. I guess we've been saying they needed to get cheaper with the
Well, you know,
watch these movies, so you know
he's working for less now since he got stuck behind that fence in Star Wars. I mean, you know, they messed him up.
The laser fence that he could have easily walked around. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, man, there's just no wiggle room. You know,
I never watched that show. I never watched it.
The fight scene is worth it, but other than that, there's no reason to watch it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Ewan, we'll give you $20 million for this movie if you can get around this fence.
And you got stuck, yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and give our thoughts on Spider-Man. We couldn't do it last week because Jed hadn't seen it. We didn't want to spoil it for him. So he's not here tonight. So let's go ahead and get that done. Speaking as a Spider-Man fan.
You to do the little ticker at the bottom?
The ticker at the bottom? Yeah, we need spoilers. Yeah, we need a spoiler alert. But I think everybody in the world's fucking seen this movie at this point, except for Jed. So, but we will put it up.
So put the ticker, say, Jed, turn this off.
Right. Let's see. Spider-Man spoilers. All right. So when this scroll goes off, then we will be done talking about Spider-Man. And it's up on the top of the screen where you can see it very easily. Okay, so getting to Spider-Man. The things I loved about this movie far outweighed the stuff I didn't like about it. First of all, just look at that picture. This suit has never looked better. That's straight out of Steve Ditko and Ross Andrews comic books. It is fantastic. I've never seen that suit look better. Tom Holland is doing a great job playing Peter Parker as an adult. He's finally a fucking adult. He's not in high school anymore, guys.
He still looks 15 though.
He's not the ward of friggin' Iron Man anymore. You know, he's on his own. Was I hoping they dumped Michelle Jones and Ned? Yeah, I was hoping, but it's obvious that's not going that way. So we're just gonna have to suck it up on that one. But my big issue with and look, the Hulk, was it not nice to see the Monster Hulk again?
It really was.
It was fantastic, man. These guys weren't trying to fight him. They were trying to survive him. It was pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, when you get the Punisher going, nope. You know it's good.
Nope, I'm out. See ya. He cut loose that, emptied a magazine on him and didn't even wince. You know, it's just, oh, man, damn, we're in trouble. But I thought Zendaya did a great job in this movie. She wasn't this big activist like she usually is, man. You can tell these guys care about each other. Their chemistry is really good in the movie.
And she had 2 RBFs instead of just 1.
2 RBFs.
Resting Bitch Face.
Yes, 2.
Yeah,
she had more than 1. She had 2. I got you. But my issue with this show, and I know why they did it, they're trying to build up the fact that people are going to be scared of mutants because the X-Men are coming. They made Jean Grey the bad guy in this movie, and I'd even be okay with that if she wasn't killing people and torturing people for no fucking reason. That shit right there, I was like, what the fuck? What is going on with that? Having people walk in front of taxis. And I heard people making the argument, yeah, that guy would have lived. Yeah, he'd have lived. He'd had a colostomy bag and in a wheelchair for the rest of his life, but he'd be a
paraplegic, but yeah, he'll live.
I mean, what the fuck, man? This is somebody that's supposed to be a hero in your story going forward, you know, and you've got them being just not giving a fuck about people, period. Which, you know, my brother made the argument to me that, you know, she's a teenager and, you know, teenagers do wacky shit. I'm like, yeah, but she didn't face any consequences over it either. You know, it
would have been. My thought is it would have been better if she had no control over what she was doing. You know, like she didn't fully have control over it. That would have made a little bit more sense. But she was methodical and just, that didn't fly.
I'm going to leave it at yet because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. And we know that the X-Men get a big bias against this. So maybe she was the tipping point for that,
Well, it definitely was. I mean, she takes over an entire fucking half the city, right? Mentally. You know, she doesn't kill anybody, but they definitely, you know, that I understood that part of it. I can understand that, but the torture scene where she takes over MJ is just horrible, man.
Yeah, but you know, Joe, I'm sorry, John. Just real quick. You know, Joe, Scarlet Witch took over a whole town too, and
I didn't agree with that either.
They just accepted it. So clearly, Marvel Universe doesn't care about people taking over towns. So
and that's stupid. Is my point? It's stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry, John. Good.
Yeah, it's fine. No, he was making a joke. We know what you're saying, and then, but yeah, this is somebody that's going to be a big character in the X-Men movies, and they're maybe the whole thing. I wouldn't have had an issue with it if she wasn't doing villainous shit. Okay. That was my problem with it. The other problem is this: it puts all of the fucking. Hang on, I'm the Spider-Man guy here.
Joe's on a roll.
Finish what I got to say, and then you guys can chime in. It puts on the back burner one of the rogues gallery of Spider-Man, which is the only comic book character that's got a bigger rogues gallery than him is Batman. Okay. You've got another character that we're going to have to wait another movie to get them into. We could have used a Spider-Man villain in this, but like I said, I understand why they did it. They're trying to build, towards the mutants being dangerous in the eyes of the public. I understand that, but some of the stuff when she friggin' tortured Pete through MJ, that was just horrible. That was horrible. That's villainous shit right there, So anyway, okay, you guys, John, what did you think of the movie? You start off.
I could have lived with all the villainous stuff that she did, with the exception of taunting Peter.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, you could make the argument, well, she's being influenced already by the Phoenix. So you can make that argument could be made.
That's
However,
true.
So it's excusable except for that.
I don't know if the guy being thrown in front of a taxi is excusable, man. Just, come on. Her jumping from body to body, just talking to him. That's enough. You don't have to throw people in front of a cab, It's just crazy. Anyway, Knock, what did you think of this flick, bro?
I mean, I thought it's the best movie since Endgame, to be honest. Best Marvel movie, of any of them. So I don't know. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great story. Personally, I think that while they're, I think in the future there should be some consequence for. I think this is where Xavier is going to step in and be like, "Come to my school," kind of thing.
Right.
Try to get amnesty by having her, under house arrest or something. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, I understood what they were doing. They went a little too far in some parts of it. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Finish your thoughts.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I've already kind of voiced my opinion about her in general. I don't think, to me, she's like Tom Holland, where she's always gonna look young. I just want to see. I don't see like 10 years from now, right? If she's with this universe for 10 years, the next 10 years, right? In 10 years, I believe she's going to be like Tom Holland, and she's still going to look like a teenager. And yet they're going to try to make her a mom. Like, they're going to put wrinkles, like they're going to put prosthetic wrinkles on her and try to make her look old. Like they did, remember the end of Harry Potter where they tried to make these 20-year-olds look like they were 40?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't see it. So for me, it's like, I don't ever see her. I want to see adult X-Men. I'm tired of the youngins X-Men. I'm done with that. We already had that with First Class. They were all youngins. Yeah. I want to see adult X-Men. I want to see, because we're still going to have, Hugh Jackman. Somewhat.
Yeah, they haven't recast Wolverine. They haven't done that.
Well, he's going to be doing it till he's 90.
He's going to be doing it till he's 90.
I think that's my only issue with their casting. Other than that, I think that's the only thing that bothers me, just about her specifically. Just because I think she's good. Like I said, with like Tom Holland, she's just always going to look young. She has that awesome genetics that just makes her always look 20.
Right.
Well, the thing is, they are doing the First Class.
I don't want that. We've already had it. I don't want to do it again.
We haven't had. My problem is they haven't actually done First Class. They've called it First Class, but that wasn't First Class.
But again,
if it doesn't have Marvel Girl, Cyclops,
I get that, John. I get that.
Beast,
I get that.
and
But
Angel.
My point is not the actual storylines. That means nothing to me. I'm a casual.
Right.
Okay?
You got to remember, he's
I've
not
already
looking at it
had
from the comic book.
a youngster X-Men set of movies recently, right? And that's all. That's as a casual fan. That's already happened for me. These other storylines don't mean nothing to me. You know, whether it was a true, you know, youngin story or not, kind of thing. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
that's only my only issue. Other than that, I really enjoy Sadie Sink. I'm gonna, when we go back here in 10 years and they pretend to make her a mom and she looks like she's 20 and then she has a teenage kid, I'm just not going to believe it. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
I don't know why that bothers me. It's not logical. I'm not saying it's a logical take. That's just how I see it.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I think she is going to be here at least 10 years because you know they signed her to a long-term contract.
And she should.
Mm-hmm. Just please, Marvel, do me a favor. They've tried to do it twice. Don't try and do Dark Phoenix again. Please don't. Please don't do that. That story is obviously cursed.
Do it right.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, use the comic books as your fucking outline and do it. Speaking of comic books, DemonHorde,
Joe?
your
Which
perspective.
ones? Because it seems like they choose from some, and you guys don't seem to like which one they choose.
No. The Dark Phoenix saga is one of the most collected storylines of all time, dude. It's
there's not like 5 different versions of the Phoenix.
No, there is one story, and that's it.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
DemonHorde, what did you think of this movie, dude? And he is not talking.
He just wanted to say no. That's all.
He just wanted to say no. No, he probably had, and there you go. He'll be back shortly.
He got shy.
One thing we haven't even talked about, and this is another reason why I bring up Ross Andrew. How great was the fucking banter between Spider-Man and fucking Punisher? That was so fucking good. I enjoyed the shit out of that. That was pure Ross Andrew era Spider-Man right there.
There was some concern about how well a PG Punisher was going to work, but I think he worked fine.
I think they did fine. You know, you could tell he wanted to curse, and you know, it was fine. You know, and
well, he technically did once, but he got cut off.
Right. Yeah. And look, this is, what is it? PG-13. They use GD quite a bit. I heard it a couple of times come out of the Punisher's mouth. They don't mind using that one. They don't mind using that one at all. So.
It's just the F-bomb they can't. They can only use one of, technically. And Marvel tends not to use it unless it's, you know.
Yeah.
Comedic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the comedic,
they
didn't bust up the serious moments in this with comedy. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
They let things have a little bit of weight in this movie, you know? And the one thing I really dug was at the end of it, whenever the Punisher had the mask on, was fucking around, and Pete really got to see the effect of what he was doing on the populace. You know, he got to see how much he was appreciated. Right. That was fucking cool. I thought that was great. I really did. Okay. DemonHorde is back. There you go, brother.
Hi.
What's going on?
You know, phone call. Disconnect me.
It just disconnected you. That's okay. So it's your turn. You're
bro.
I know, right?
You're a comic book guy. What did you think of this Spider-Man?
Anyway, you're saying?
Huh?
Uh-oh. What happened?
What? Can you hear us? And DemonHorde is having technical issues.
I'm back.
He's getting another call.
I'm here. I can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay. What did you think of this, bro?
I like the movie. I agree with what they just said about it as far as she's too young for that. I don't agree with her being cast as that character, because if they wanted to do her as like the younger version and then introduce the older version in, I would have gone with that. That would have been fine. But if you're going to keep her as being the only character for Jean Grey, I don't necessarily agree with it, because I do think she is going to look way too young later down the road and just won't fit the part.
And that's what House of Dragon did, right?
Yeah, they did, and it worked.
It did.
I liked Spider-Man. I thought it was great. I thought the Hulk being in there, and it was great the way they did him. They still dumbed him. They still weakened him a lot, because but you know, this is what it is. I love the Punisher interaction in there, because that he nails the Punisher part. He really does.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool. I like the fact that MJ wasn't the MJ they've had in the other movie. She actually had some kind of personality and wasn't trying to do her little agenda throughout the whole movie, which was nice.
Right.
Overall, I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised by it because it was not what the trailers portrayed at all, and I thought that was pretty cool of them because they haven't done that in a while. Usually, they just give everything away
right
in the trailers, and this time they actually didn't give hardly any of it away. They pretty much kept the actual plot of the movie a secret, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah,
I wish they did that more often.
I was so worried they were going to do One More Day. Oh, I was
yeah, right. Yeah. With that title scares Spider-Man fans, man. No doubt. Because the story before this is One More Day, and it's the worst fucking Spider-Man story of all time. We all know that.
Yeah.
But dude, the suit, I can't get over the suit. And the fact that he wore the fucking mask most of the movie, most of the time. The two things they didn't do, and we got to remember, this is a Sony and Marvel collaboration. It's more of a Sony Studios movie, and they did two things that I really, really loved. They kept the mask on him most of the fucking movie. Okay, and they didn't bust up the serious parts with comedy. They actually let him linger, man, and that was fucking great. And it was so funny. My brother told me when we went into the movie, he said, Joe, if they punk the Hulk again, I'm walking out of this movie. And whenever he looked at the camera and said, there is no Banner, only Hulk, I was like, yeah, my brother's going to love that. Because he said that in the comic books quite a bit when people were trying to get Bruce to say something.
I mean, they did still kind of punk him a little bit because they definitely weakened. He was not as strong in that movie as Hulk is, obviously.
Right.
Because Hulk would have decimated everyone in that building.
Right.
I like the meme that Hulk's kryptonite is redheads.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Well,
because go ahead.
I was gonna say the lesser power Hulk could be explained. It's not him driving it; it was her.
Oh,
this is
she
true.
Doesn't have full
she may
access
not know his
to
powers and whatever, you know.
Yeah,
she was driving him. That's for sure. Am I the only one that thinks that these inhibitors that he came up with are going to be a launching pad for the Sentinels down the road?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
definitely gonna be part of the war, I think.
It's also going to be a means of capturing X-Men.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, I here's the thing. The X-Men is such a great book, and it's one of the, you know, at one time it was the most popular book they had. In the late 80s, you know, that Silvestri run, everybody was reading that book then. And, you know, I just hope they don't try and rehash stuff they've already done. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Especially here at the beginning. Let's do some stuff like the Brood or Mojo Jojo, whatever that guy's name is, the guy that loves TV or whatever the fuck he is. You know, let's do some of the guys that we can encapsulate in one movie and do a couple of those before we do. I mean, they already casted Mr. Sinister. Hopefully they'll make him like Thanos was. You know what I mean? He'll be, you know, puppeteering in the background a little bit here and there, and then have a big couple of movies with him in it. You know what I mean? Hopefully,
I think they should go all in and just bust out with Fatal Attractions right off the bat. Just go that storyline.
Really?
Just my opinion.
Fatal Attraction.
We need to work up to that.
Is that the one with Madeline Pryor? Is that that one? Or okay, yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to the Goblin Queen, no doubt. It's just, you know, I think that one deserves a couple of movies, man. I think Sinister's. You know why I love it? Because I'm a friggin', my gosh, my guy Demon Horde's having problems. But I love that storyline with Mr. Sinister because you know how it ends in the comic books. I'm not going to spoil it for Knock, but you know, somebody that I really like really plays a major role in that. So, you know, and so anyway, on the whole, I don't know. I struggle. Knock, you say this is the best one since Endgame. I really love No Way Home too. That one I really, really dig because it has all three of them in it. You know what I mean? And it's got No Way Home has so many Easter eggs for Spider-Man fans in it. It's not even funny. You know what I mean? One of the biggest ones I always tell people about is the one that I always bring up is Andrew Garfield when they're, working on the cures for the Sinister Six, and Andrew Garfield's in the Spider-Man suit with a lab coat over it. I mean, you saw that so many times in the comic books, man, when he was working on something.
Can I answer something Fieldy said?
What's that? Which one?
He said a Hulk solo movie. It's not going to happen unless they buy the rights back from Universal.
Yeah, yep. Universal's got that, and they're not going to let it go. They're not going to let it go. But I would like to see Universal work with Disney like Sony is working with them and do some Hulk movies. That would be cool. I think that would be really cool. Let's face it. I don't think we're ever going to get Planet Hulk, but that would be a great story for them to tell. It would be fantastic. They've picked and choose some stuff out of it.
Wasn't that the popular theory of where they were going next after they brought the sun into the TV show?
Yeah,
that
was a big theory of it. Yeah.
Until they brought the sun into the TV show and everybody goes, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
Because they didn't actually build up Planet Hulk.
No.
Now, they could actually do that because that wouldn't be a solo Hulk movie. That would be a collaboration. So they could actually get away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. They use some of it in Ragnarok.
But,
we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But anyway, final word on Spider-Man. For me, this, like I said, the last two Spider-Man movies are my favorite ones from the MCU. I still don't think any of them are better than Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. I think that's the best Spider-Man movie they've ever made. But all of them have small problems with them. My problem with number 2 is they killed off Doc Ock. You just don't do that. That's his nemesis. You don't do that. I really want to see him come back into this universe, but we'll see that because that's his nemesis. You got Charles Xavier and Magneto. Well, you got Peter Parker and fucking Otto Octavius. Those two are fucking nemesis forever.
Yep.
So anyway, okay. Anything else we want to say about Spider-Man before we move on, guys?
Not technically about Spider-Man.
Okay.
2 things.
Okay.
1, solo Hulk movie will not work unless they recast Banner.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been saying he's done soon, right?
Yeah. I would imagine.
And number 2,
Secret War.
Can we stop saying superhero fatigue?
Oh yeah. It's bad movie
it's
fatigue.
Not.
Yeah. Exactly what it is. It is not superhero fatigue. I mean, if you didn't know it after seeing Deadpool and Wolverine and what it did,
you know it now.
You know it now. Yeah. And as much as a lot of people hate this, my boy will always be number 1 on the block. Look, if you want to reboot some of these, Marvel's working on it. We'll see how Doomsday and Endgame go. But DC just make some Batman movies for a while. Okay. There's 2 properties in the superhero realm that's always going to sell: Spider-Man and Batman. Those 2 movies people will go see. Okay. You want to reboot things in the DC universe, which I think is coming as soon as they get this damn sale over with for Warner Brothers. Gun's going to be out and they're going to be redoing it again. Just make some Batman movies for a while. So anyway, yeah, that's it for our Spider-Man talk. Let me go ahead and get this. Let me get DemonHorde back in here.
Hey, there you go.
Yep. You getting some issues there? Or
apparently, I don't know what's going on. He keeps kicking me out or he keeps making everything mute, so I don't know. Yesterday, YouTube was sent for me. Today, you're just sending me. Look up, man.
No.
I'll tease. But okay, I was going to say something on what you just said there for a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just having a conversation about that earlier today with a friend of mine. I was telling him, look, if DC wants to make millions of dollars and get stuff right, all they got to do is do the Death of Superman franchise based on the comic books, not whatever crap they're coming up with.
Mm-hmm.
Do that because it was the biggest selling one they've had in DC. It would go huge. Or do the Nightfall series with Batman. Those two series alone brought DC back from the brink of bankruptcy. Why not put them in movies and do them correctly, and just sit back and watch the money come in?
Well, they're
I know
Batman they've got right now with Matt Reeves. Hang on, look, no more Spider-Man talk. I'm turning this off. Okay, so we've shifted gears to Batman now. There's several Batman stories I'd love to see, but you know,
I
I'm
don't
with
think
John.
I don't think Nightfall would.
Yeah. The Long Halloween would be cool. Hell, I mean, you know,
Hush.
Yeah,
Hush is what you want to do.
Yeah, you want to do
Yeah,
Hush.
Sons and
I
Sons
agree with
would
that.
go great.
Yeah.
I was just saying that those two, for sure, since they're the main ones that brought DC out of bankruptcy,
right,
and turn the crap around. Why wouldn't you go with them to make movies out of them?
because they've got stories before that are really, really good.
Well,
True.
not just that. The problem is Nightfall is dated to the 90s.
Yeah.
It doesn't work today, and it wouldn't have worked in the 80s. It only fit in the 90s when they were pushing the big anti-hero crap, and that's the only reason Asbat had any popularity whatsoever. But eventually, the fans grew tired of him, and that's why they brought Batman back.
I do have one comic run that I actually have read.
Okay.
That I wouldn't mind seeing. And I don't know if that'd be based off this TV show that they have out that we're going to discuss soon. Blackest Night.
Okay.
Oh, that would be
okay. That'd be a good one too.
Brightest Day.
I've actually read
Brightest Day would
that
be
one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I've actually read that arc.
Yeah. I want to say hi to Awesome One. It's good to see you, man. Who else stepped in? Read by Nature is here. Good to see you. I think they're the only two that have stepped in the chat anyway. Okay. It's good to see you guys. Next up, after our Spider-Man talk, we have got bad news galore over the last couple of days. And we're going to do this in order of iconicness, if you will, the most iconic. First of all, we had the death today. We found out I had to change the thumbnail for the third time today, getting ready to advertise the show. But Tim Curry, the outlandish star of Rocky Horror Picture Show, dies at 80. The three-time Tony nominee terrified audiences as Stephen King's It, and was a prolific voice actor as well. He was in a lot of animated series. I'm sure we all
especially later on when he got older.
Yeah, absolutely. But he was he's been battling cancer for almost a decade, guys. And
he had that major stroke.
Yep. So he's a British actor, and of course he burst on the scene as Frankenfurter. And wow, what a role that was for him. I love IMDb. They've got their shit so backwards. Muppet Treasure Island. Look at this. Clue. Rocky Horror
Actually,
Picture Show.
you laugh about Muppet Treasure Island.
Yeah.
The Muppets made it while it was Disney, but whoever runs the Muppets, whoever does their social media stuff for the Muppets, said that their tribute was that Tim Curry was the only human that ever became an honorary Muppet.
Really? Wow. Yep. Wow. That's funny. Because the thing about him is he went all in on all of his roles, man. And apparently, according to this, he's got 243 acting roles.
Oh, yeah. He chewed the scenery.
Yes, he did. In everything he was in.
And we loved every second of it.
Oh, yeah. If you've never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, this is one of those movies that you really need to see in a theater. I mean, it's ridiculous. Let me get all the way down here to the bottom. It's got to be one of the first things he did. Yep.
There it is.
There it is. Yep. Not very far at all. The Rocky Horror Picture Show, boys and girls. This thing, if you've never seen it, the only way, correct way to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show is in a theater with cosplayers playing it out in front of the screen. That is the way you watch this movie.
And props.
Yes, and props. You have to take a water gun. I don't know if they'll let you take water guns to the theater now.
There's places that still do it.
But you need a squirt gun. You need newspaper. You need to have a newspaper. You need to have toast. What else do you need, John? That's all I ever took was those three things.
Yeah, those are the major ones.
Yeah, but
you also need to know the lines, and if you've never seen it before,
people will know.
Raise your hand when they ask if you've never seen it live.
If you ever, I took a buddy of mine to a midnight show of it, and they said, "Are there any virgins in the crowd?" That's what they ask. They don't ask you if you've seen it before. They ask if there's any virgins. And I did this over his head, and a guy walked up and shot him in the crotch with a fucking squirt gun. So
and some shows, it depends on what part of the country you see it in. They'll actually auction you off.
Yeah.
If you're a virgin, they'll auction you off to sit with someone that's a veteran. So that way you know when to say what.
Yeah. They'll teach you the lines of the movie and everything, how you're supposed to do things. It is. And what's funny is if you look at, there's documentaries about how this movie, it tanked at the box office when it came out. But the producer and director,
Richard O'Brien,
I think it's this guy right here, isn't it? Isn't it the guy that
O'Brien.
plays? It's the guy, Richard O'Brien, that plays Riff Raff. He's the one that started all this shit with talking back to the theater, to the characters on the screen and all this stuff.
This is based on a stage musical called The Rocky Horror Show.
Yeah. And the soundtrack is so great. It really is. Jed, how are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing peachy, brother.
That's good. That's good. E. Clay Thomas is here. He says Joe loves it when they throw hot wieners at him. No,
I forgot about the wieners. Yeah,
I was fixing to say. I've heard of that one, but we never did it here in Louisiana. I don't know.
When I was growing up, I went to Rocky Horror with friends every Saturday and Friday night, and then my mom took me to it too.
I don't like how you hesitated when you said friends. It makes me wonder if they were actually friends.
No, they were my high school friends and all this
extracurricular activity friends.
But I've actually seen Barry Bostic at a lot of conventions.
He's super cool.
He still makes the convention circuit. These people that were in this show, a lot of them went on to several different things. Meatloaf was actually in this. Charles Gray played. Didn't he play? He was the head of Spectre. I'm having a brain fart. What was that guy's name? Stavro Blofeld. That's his
Blofeld.
name. He played him in the James Bond series, and I mean,
when it wasn't Donald Pleasance,
right? Or Telly Savalas. There were several people that played Blofeld.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Savalas.
Yeah,
for
sure. But anyway, great cast, and if, like I said, you can watch it at home, but really the way to see this movie is in the theater. Great
on the big screen in a crowd.
Absolutely.
That's the only way to see it.
Hey, Vincent, what's up, brother?
And do not, under any circumstances, I mean any, watch Shock Treatment.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, come on. You can't. Okay. I like Shock Treatment. There is some funny shit in there, but Rocky Horror's better. Okay. Rocky Horror's better, but I still love Shock Treatment at the same time.
For those that don't know, Shock Treatment was the attempt at a sequel of Rocky after it had started picking up and became this bullshit.
Yeah, he was he was in fucking Flash Gordon. I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude, I love Flash Gordon.
He's one of Timothy Dalton's guys in the
Flash Gordon is in my top 5 movies of all time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good flick.
Yeah.
It's really good. Annie, he was in that one, the musical Annie, which was really good. Let me see, what else was he in? I mean, we could talk about it all day. We don't need to haul it.
Legend
is awesome.
Which I showed you a clip at the beginning of the show. That was an early one by Tom Cruise, and
that was one of his very early ones.
This is his character in Legend right here.
Legend, dude, is a master class.
Yes,
physical effects.
Wait, I'm gonna say physical, mental, everything. They made you think they're in that fucking movie.
Yeah,
they made you like just engross yourself in that fucking.
Very cool.
Yeah,
it was very cool stuff.
Yeah,
really was. Oh man. But my favorite, one of my favorites, of course, you guys know I love The Hunt for Red October. That movie is top 5 for me, and he was a smaller role in that one. He was the doctor. He was the only officer that didn't know what was going on with the mutiny. They kept running him out of the room. But yeah, great stuff. Of course, he was in Clue as well.
Clue, I love Clue.
A fantastic movie.
Yeah.
They actually had, how many different endings did they have?
They
had
three endings.
And it just depended on which
theater
screen
you went to.
country you're in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which one you were going to get, right? Yeah, there was so many good things he did.
I remember back when I went to go see it the first time, I got told by my friends, he was like, hey, how did you like the ending of it? Was it pretty cool? And he goes, what? I didn't see that ending. I was like, wait, I saw this ending. And they're like, they did different endings. So we had to go and
just depending on what showing you had.
Yeah.
It made you want to see it more than once.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. Not
I
many
like-
movies did that.
I like his character in Congo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially his interaction with Delroy Lindo.
Mm-hmm. I tell you, one that was brought up to me today was National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. Remember, he was the right-hand man of William Shatner in that one?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Pretty funny shit, man. But yeah, I think, you know, of all the stuff that he did, he's always going to be remembered as Dr. Frankenfurter. That's for sure.
Yeah.
He burst onto the scene with that one, and it made his whole career. It really did. So pour one out for Tim Curry, one of the greatest actors. Oh yeah, and we forgot to mention he was the original Pennywise. A lot of people think he was much better than Skarsgård. So, you know. Yeah.
He was also in brain fart.
Not the brain.
Home Alone 2. He was the
Home Alone 2.
He was the guy that ran the hotel.
Yeah, he was the
maitre d' or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, he was one of the antagonists. He wasn't a villain, but he was also in stuff. He did a lot, like you said. He did a lot of animated movies. He was like Nigel in The Wild Thornberrys.
Yep.
He was in Fern Gully because he was it Hexus, the force of pollution.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he just has a ridiculous.
The guy was super talented, man. It showed.
The only person I think is going to have when he passes is going to have a longer IMDb is probably James Hong.
Yeah, because he's in a bunch of stuff. He was. All right. Well, we all know what the big news was. It came on Monday. It was so weird. I had actually seen a story that morning about how they had said that she had not worried about her own health for a little while whenever Chad Dean, or no, was it Charles Dean? I think it's Charles Dean. Her husband was dying last year, that she had let her health go a little bit. And then we get the news halfway through Monday around lunchtime that Dolly Parton, the effervescent queen of country music and just about everything else, had passed away at 80 years old. A shrewd deal maker who launched Dollywood, the Jolene and I Will Always Love You singer-songwriter, also starred in films 9 to 5, Steel Magnolias, Rhinestone, and captivated the world with her grace and her wit. This girl she's on the, I would say that she's country music's version of Michael Jackson.
I agree with that 100%.
She people throughout the world know her. I do want to look something up real quick. They have a stage show. I think we talked about this pre-show. They have a stage show of 9 to 5, which is a great movie, and I'm actually thinking about showing it Saturday night in tribute to her. But
fuck it, I'll be there.
They have a stage show of 9 to 5, and they announced her passing on Monday night's showing of it, and the audience's reaction was something else, man. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I played it earlier. But a lot of people are going to talk about her movies and such. I'd rather focus, on her music. And funny stories I heard today. The premise of Jolene was she walked up on Charles Dean being flirted on by a girl behind the counter. And that was her inspiration for writing Jolene. If you don't know the song, she's begging Jolene not to steal her man because she can't compete with her.
Jolene.
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty cool, man. Yeah, here it is right here. They had this one here. Let me see if I can. This is a whatchamacallit, a TikTok of it, but let me get this where I can share it where you guys can see it real quick. Hang on. But the other one that I thought was interesting was the story behind her song I Will Always Love You, which hit the charts, the top of the charts like 3 times over the decades. Can't remember who did it second, but the third time it was done, she did it originally and got it in the top 10, but it was a smash hit when Whitney Houston did it.
Yep.
And she did it for the soundtrack of
Bodyguard.
Yeah. And she made $10 million off of the sales of Whitney Houston because she had the rights to the song and wasn't giving them up to nobody. Elvis actually wanted to do that song, and Colonel Tom Parker said, we'll go 50-50 with you on it. And she said, no. She was a smart businesswoman. She really was. Yes, that's right. Donald Trump, the president, decided to put all the flags at half-mast because of the passing. Yeah, for a week. So that's the power this girl had. I mean, she, but anyway, let me share this with you guys. This was the reaction of the crowd in Great Britain when they were notified that Dolly Parton had passed away. Hang on, let me get this up here. All right, you should be able to hear this. Let me know if you hear the sound.
Good evening.
Before
we begin tonight's performance of 9 to 5, we would like to take a moment to remember the remarkable Dolly Parton, who has sadly passed away today. 9 to 5 was originally written and produced by Dolly, whose extraordinary talent, creativity and spirit are woven into every part of this work. Tonight, we will perform the piece as she intended, with great respect and affection for the woman whose vision brought it to life. Our thoughts are with Dolly's family, friends, and all those around the world who loved and admired her. So as we begin, we dedicate tonight's performance to Dolly Parton, with our deepest thanks for the music, laughter, and joy she gave us. Thank you, Dolly.
That was in Great Britain, Monday night. Yeah, you heard the crowd. They were just like, oh, it's a shame, man. She was so popular, but I wanted to focus on her movie. She didn't make many, but it's funny. I saw an interview with her earlier today when they were showing a bunch of this stuff, and she was told, yeah, if you're going to get in the movies, you got to change your image. You got to change your image. She's just like, no, I'm going to make money off my image, and she just played herself basically. So the movie she was in, I swear, I hate IMDb. They list.
Oh, they're terrible, bro.
Shit.
They're terrible.
They list the stupidest shit. But I will show you the ones that are great. Okay. The first one that she apparently was in was Best Little Whorehouse in Texas with Burt Reynolds. And
another one that became a stage musical.
Another one, yep. It became a stage musical. And if you know anything about Burt Reynolds, he always brings his own people with him and stuff. And Dom DeLuise is just that guy's pure joy on the fucking screen. He just is. And he's in it. Dolly's in it. Bert's the sheriff, and not Dabney Coleman, but what's my guy's name, man? He played the governor of Texas. Charles Durning was nominated for an Academy Award for this movie for playing the governor of Texas. And his part in the movie is very small, but is memorable. It is so funny. He basically sings like every politician in the world, saying a bunch of shit and not saying anything. You know what I mean? It's so great. The name of the song is called Sidestep, and it is so fucking great, man. It really, I showed it last night after we were done playing video games. But this is a great movie. If you've never seen it, it's fantastic. It has to do with a place called the Chicken Ranch. And yeah.
I love this movie. This movie's
it's
hilarious.
Fantastic, dude. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. I'm rolling up. Where are my movies?
You got to see them all. The good ones.
Those are the ones she's produced. You're gonna have to go up to acting.
Oh, I see. Is this a producer one? Okay, let's just close that off.
Well, your music development, you need to take that off because you need to.
Actress 157.
You're including every single music video she's done.
Yeah, but 9 to 5 is another great one, guys. That one there, dude. What a great freaking movie that was. And this is a TV show. Hang on, that's a page for a TV show. I didn't even know they made a TV show. That's crazy.
What, 9 to 5? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even remember that being a thing. Rhinestone was a movie she made with Sylvester Stallone. It was Sylvester Stallone trying to do comedy.
It was okay.
It was all right.
Great. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was in the middle, like a 5. You know,
yeah. Well, Sly, you know, he's an action star. He doesn't need to do
and when it came out, I got dragged to that by somebody. So I was just like, oh, fuck.
But it was all what it was is her manager. She was trying to get out of her contract with the manager and said, look, you know, she said something like, you know, anybody can be a country star, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, oh yeah, you want to get out of your contract? You got to make anybody I say into a country star. And he points straight at friggin' Sylvester Stallone, who's a cab driver at the time or something like that. It's hilarious. But it's not the greatest movie in the world. But 9 to 5 was probably her best film, if you ask me. I love that movie. And
most people consider Steel Magnolias.
Well, yeah, and I'm going to touch on that because that has a Louisiana connection for sure. Of course, they're writing about the stuff she did here in Louisiana, and that movie was made, shot completely in Natchitoches, which is an hour south of us. Her work in the film industry also brought her directly into the Louisiana community for an extended period. She played the character of Truvy Jones in the iconic film Steel Magnolias, which was filmed entirely on location in Natchitoches. I've seen a lot of the houses that are in that movie. But yeah, Steel Magnolias, that one has such a huge cast. It's not even funny. Let's see. I think that ought to be enough. Yeah, there we go. Of course, girl I was in love with when I was a kid, Sally Field, is the main character in it, but Dolly Parton's in it. I mean, look at all the girls that are in this, dude. They're famous actresses, all of them.
Yep.
Shirley MacLaine, Olympia Dukakis, Sally Field, Dolly Parton, Daryl Hannah, Julia Roberts, Tom Skerritt's in it, Sam Shepard. I mean, the cast of this thing is off the chain. And it's one of Foxy's favorite movies. She loves this flick, you know. But it's a little bit of a tearjerker, no doubt. It's like Terms of Endearment in that way.
It's kind of like Moulin Rouge too.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Well, it has to do with an illness that somebody has, and so you know it gets.
Well, you know why I said it's a bit like Moulin Rouge.
Right. She had an illness. Yeah,
she had an illness too.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, that one's a great one, and but the one you got to see if you don't see any other freaking movie with her in it, even though it's got Jane Fonda in it, folks, watch 9 to 5.
9 to 5 is awesome.
It is freaking fantastic. And you know, the movie's only as good as its villain, right?
and he was
Dabney Coleman is off the chain as their fucking boss.
He tried to be a good guy in some movies and it never panned out. When he was the evil son of a bitch, it always worked.
Yes, absolutely.
He was the best evil son of a bitch in a movie.
Lily Tomlin, if you don't know anything about her, she was a stand-up comic for years, and she did a lot of sketch shows. And
She was
stuff
on
like
Saturday
that.
Night Live too.
She was on. She wasn't a regular member.
Not
but
a regular,
she
but
was
she
on
was
there quite a bit.
Yeah.
But man, a funny woman. She is ridiculously funny, and they decide to gang up on their bad boss and teach him a few things, and it's a great movie, man. It's fantastic. It's got a great cast. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to talk to Ron and see if I can do it this Saturday, because I really would like to show people this if they've never seen it. You know, it's a great one. But everybody's going to talk about the music and all of that stuff. But I wanted to focus on our movies tonight because that's what I do.
And then he
I
fucks
boomer
himself.
things. And
then he's not even drinking, folks. Do you hear this? He's not even drinking right now. So.
And I friggin' love movies. So
what? No, Frank McCluskey, CI.
So what's your favorite Dolly Parton movie there, John?
No, easily 9 to 5.
9 to 5. Yeah.
Yeah, and I will have the same there too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, her best acting job to me is in Steel Magnolias.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you. I think we all agree on that one.
Yeah.
But her best movie is 9 to 5.
9 to 5. No doubt about it, man. They made
I
can't believe they made a musical out of that. That's crazy.
Prime Dolly right there. That's Dolly at her height right there.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. Okay. Pour one out for her. We're done with the Dolly talk because I know Knock probably doesn't know a thing about this girl at all. So
the only word you can use, and you can only use this with very few artists, is transcendent.
Yeah. Oh yes, transcendent. Yep. No doubt.
Oh, are we going on?
Actually, you can only probably get away with using it with two. That's Dolly and Michael.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I have a bit of breaking news right here.
Oh no. What's that?
Well, what segment are we going into? Did we already do the girls and shit?
No, I didn't do the girls, man. No,
okay.
Haven't done it yet.
So I have some if you want to show this.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Just a second. Let me pop this up.
I don't know. Can you do it?
Yeah. Too much.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
So for our video gamers, because me and you are video gamers, right, bro?
We all Knox is a bigger gamer than I am.
Knox video gamers, like so right now, this is the woman that runs the company right now. Okay.
This already told.
We already talked about this.
Okay.
Yeah, we've already covered this. Simpsons did it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You know,
by
I'm
the
a
way,
little
Dolly
bit
Parton
behind
was on The Simpsons.
Yeah, I was behind the time, so yeah.
It's okay.
No, Demon, you know that shit ain't no.
Well, I just think, breaking news is Jed finally coming out of the closet.
No.
Oh
that shit ain't ever come out.
But
I like too much.
that's cool and all, but EA Sports ain't going to go along with that.
No, they're not, because they're a bunch of bitches.
Right,
so,
they are. But that's a nice effort. I like the.
I liked how the effort was right there, but they didn't go far enough.
Right.
Like here, if they would have said, "Hey, we got digital discs coming back out with the releases," bam.
Yep. Okay, next up, Brad Pitt's Cliff Booth movie finally gets official title from Netflix. David Fincher directs the feature follow-up to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for Quentin Tarantino's script. Looks like it's going to be the further misadventures of Cliff Booth. I'm looking forward to this because I love this character.
That movie is a good movie.
It's a great movie, and I love this character in particular. I think he's freaking awesome. So looking forward to that. Knock, have you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? You got any opinion on this one? Did you like it?
I did.
Yeah. Is this something you'd be interested in watching?
Probably not in theaters. Well, it says this is Netflix, right? So I'd probably watch it.
It's on Netflix. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Comes out November. Starting November 25th before it begins streaming on. A 2-week IMAX run, and then it'll be streaming right before Christmas on December 25th.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to an IMAX to see it, but
yeah, I don't think that's worth it. It's got to be worthy of an IMAX screen, doesn't it? I mean, it has to be something like Dune or The Odyssey.
It's getting that lead up time to Dune.
Right, yeah.
That's why it's only for 2 weeks.
Then the last one I've got in the pop culture update: the Flintstones live action movie in the works at Warner Brothers from producer Ryan Gosling. The property originated as an ABC cartoon before being adapted for Universal and in a 1994 live action hit that starred John Goodman and Rick Moranis.
Actually, I kind of like the 1994 movie.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too. And I'm fixing to show you a reason why I like it here.
Ghost Rider is producing.
He is Ghost Rider now. Yes,
that's his point, Jed.
Oh yeah, I'm a little bit still waking up today. Okay.
I personally, I think it's funny. Yeah. I think it's funny that the Ghost Rider, who's usually on a motorcycle or whatever, is going to be directing it where they move vehicles with their feet.
Right? They run vehicles with their feet.
Yeah,
that's great.
Their feet are going to get on fire.
All right, guys. I remembered to download the video this week. So
oh, you remembered to download.
It is time to have our little palate cleanser before the end of the show. So the second half of the show. It's the midway point. So let's check out the wet spot. That's right. It's the wet spot.
wait, Vincent. There's still Sid. She just got caught up with that motherfucker.
Yeah. Don't worry. We actually have some stuff from Sid this week. I'm broadening our horizons a little bit with this because
that dude, she's probably gonna.
Scooter has been keeping her on a chain here lately. So
yeah, he's probably gonna have babies with her and fuck her up.
Eclay says Jed likes the '94 version because he had a crush on Rosie O'Donnell.
No, I did not. Rosie O'Donnell is a disgusting piece of shit.
Real quick, because Jed brought this up where you talk about Sydney getting pregnant. I did see, and I don't know if this is true, and I know you guys don't like to talk about it, but I did see something like a week or two ago about Zendaya possibly not wanting to birth kids because it would affect her body.
That's because she's a man, so you know.
I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I read, but it's an interesting thing, right? Either do a surrogate or have someone else.
I have a daughter that's not having kids for that very reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly it.
It's an interesting take. I'm not. Yeah, it's her body. That's her. How she's a fashion icon.
My daughter told me once, Dad, why would I want to do that to myself? And I was like, hey, there's ways around it. And she's been on birth control most of her life, But anyway, yeah, it's not an unheard of thing. A lot of people their age are like that. They don't, they don't want to do that, Uh-oh. Did I just hear Martin is in here somewhere? Did I just hear that?
What, did I say something?
No. It's I heard him for a second and now he's not on there. That's weird.
Wait, in the back?
Yeah, and I'm not. I heard Martin, International Goon, joined, and then I don't.
Maybe
see him.
Internet shitted out on him.
Who knows? But anyway, of course, Keely Chow can't handle the video.
Martin.
We need to try and save his life. Okay, all right. Hand check for Keely. You got to try and hydrate, Keely. Hydrate.
Yeah, Martin usually pops in when he hears me say that he doesn't like me saying. So,
Awesome one says, it's ma'am, Martin. It's ma'am. Anyway,
this is going to wait until after this segment.
Cool. Let's see. Oh, my God. These guys are saying all kinds of stuff in here. Look, the first thing I want to show you is from the first live action Flintstones movie. This is one of the reasons why I love that movie. Okay. It is peak Halle Berry, my friends. Yes. She was fantastic.
What, not Swordfish?
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying this is one of the reasons why I liked the Flintstones. Of course, Swordfish I love.
Not Monsters Ball?
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, we're bringing up all the movies now.
Well, here's the thing about Monsters Ball. The subject matter is really, really rough. It really is.
Yeah. What? Not Catwoman? It is. You know, so
Catman. I actually like Catwoman. It's a guilty pleasure. I'm sorry. That scene where she's
Joe, you gotta be careful here, sir. You say Catman, that's gonna have someone, you know.
I said Catwoman.
No, you said Catman for a second, and
you're hearing.
You said it by mistake. No, you're.
Wow,
you
not
said Catman. You mumbled it, but you said it.
You just admitted
I gotta be careful because in this day and age with Hollywood, someone's gonna hear that and be like, "Catman, that's perfect."
There is actually a comic book character named Catman.
Careful, man. There's a beverage here.
I'm telling you, you gotta be careful, sir.
There's a DC villain called Catman.
Yep.
Oh my God.
There is.
Well, if I mumbled it, I don't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I
don't want to. I do not want to
speak that into existence.
Disenfranchise this young lady right here. Next up, our girl Indy Neveretti and John Leguizamo and more will be honored.
She's the new Rogue, right? So.
She is the new Rogue. This is an older picture of her. This is from back, what, 2000?
I don't want to know why people use these older pictures for it.
Well, they do occasionally, But anyway, they're getting honored by a bunch of Hispanic people are getting honored for different movies. She's getting honored for Obsession. John Leguizamo for Carlito's Way. They're getting some awards this week.
It still blows my mind that for a year and a half she had to wait for that movie to come out, and she was basically just streaming to make money.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that movie came out, boom, just instant star.
The Joker's voice is here. He said nothing about Catwoman movie. Hiya, folks. Yeah, what I was going to say a minute ago was that scene where she slinks between the friggin' bars in the friggin' jail. I don't know why, but that just, woof, wow, amazing. Even though it's CGI'd. But anyway, that's what's going on with that girl this week. Also, Sydney decided to cosplay Wonder Woman this week, and then broke the internet. And that's Scooter back there with the
oh, he has that shitty new fuck Scooter.
He's actually cosplaying the Superman 3 Superman.
Superman 3 Superman. It looks like that looks like Man of Steel to me.
That's shitty Man of Steel outfit.
I'm sorry, there's a guy in the picture?
Yeah.
That's what you're focusing on?
No, I'm looking at her, but then I saw the
that out first,
Superman outfit. Fuck that outfit. I hate that fucking outfit.
Okay, Chad. Don't burst a blood vessel, man. Damn.
But she looks fucking awesome in it.
Martin sent us this meme, which is pretty good if you ask me.
Martin, Alfred, horrible, dirty. Amen to my brother, like that, right? Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I have dirty needs.
Great, isn't it? Oh my God, that's good. But anyway, yeah, she actually he let her out of the closet and she put up something new today. And then I got real quick. This girl right here, I'm fixing to talk about, but it's the ending segment. This is the ending segment we're going to have called The Hoe Train. Yes. I ended it last week with Sophie Rain not being able to get a girlfriend, or excuse me, not being able to get a boyfriend and wondering why. And, we had to use a bad word there, right? So this week's Hoe Train, this is a girl called Sophie. I think her name is it's Savannah Cannon. She's got a
porn star name. Yeah. So
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Look, she's got this talk show or this podcast where she's a right-wing podcaster, right? But look how she's sitting. Okay, listen to this.
Grifter.
Listen
Yeah,
to this.
then a lot of the dudes are falling for it too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me make sure it's on.
Adapting an LGBT plus inclusive teen pregnancy prevention program for transgender boys. I can't even say this without laughing. Do you think that is a useful form of our tax spend?
I am not familiar with that grant, but I think bench research, government investment in scientific and pharmaceutical
Teen pregnancy
research.
for transgender boys.
I mean, this is a given. This is what the left wants now. They don't even know how to respond to it because it's fucked up to them too. Doesn't even make sense. Boys can't even be pregnant. God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This chick, don't buy into this chick because
my brothers, it is
it's-
all
all
false.
she does is sit.
She's basically the female Osmongold.
No, she is
No.
even more. She is a OnlyFans girl trying to funnel guys from here to own their
That's what I was
OnlyFans.
fixing to tell you. She is
Mhm.
an OnlyFans model, boys and girls. So do not. But she is a grifter from the word go, and she. There's only one way I can describe her.
I gotta use a bad word. Whore. You understand? Whore.
Look, you won't say it. She's a whore.
That is it. So she makes the hoe train this week.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. Next up, we are going to get into the September movies. I think.
Yeah.
is next
Before
up.
we
No.
get to
We're
September
going to
movies-
talk lanterns next.
I watched that
Talk
first
Lanterns.
episode last night, by the way.
Huh?
Can we show what I'm showing?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you got, bro?
Are we going to talk about this?
No, I
What
don't
the
talk
fuck is-
about rings of power. I
Well,
don't
no,
ever
what the
talk
fuck
about
is
rings
that,
of power.
bro?
Why do you even bring up rings of power?
What the fuck is this shit?
Go ahead, John.
That's not how dwarves work. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're the beards.
What the fuck is this shit? Like
Tell them what it is, John.
Those
I saw
are the
this, but-
those are the teenage children of the two dwarves from
oh fuck's sakes.
the
Really?
series. Yep.
Just fucking really, bro?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, other than them not having beards, I don't know what's wrong.
Wait, yeah. Well, we got one fucking Dora, but
I
they
thought they
probably
came out
all have
with
fucking beards, all over the
I'll
place.
tell you what's
let's be
wrong
honest.
with it. Rings of power. That's what's
Yeah.
wrong with it. Okay.
We gotta get the size
One of the most
queens in
horrible
there and
shows
shit.
I've ever watched in my life.
you
It
know,
is bad.
I tried. I think I made it to 6 episodes in.
Dude, I didn't do that. I made it past the first episode and bounced. I said I was fucking out, bro. First episode, I was gone.
I tried to give a good try. I gave Anders 5 episodes, and it finally got me after 6. So I was like, I gotta give it a good try.
You're
I even
braver
gave,
than me, brother.
you know how dedicated I am to giving shows a try. I gave
Yeah.
Ironheart 3 episodes. Okay.
Here's
Damn.
a close up
I
of the
feel so
teenagers.
sad for you.
I'm just saying, I'm willing to give them a try.
John, why are you doing this to me, man?
I know. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, isn't that? Isn't
He
that?
is my man John is trolling me right
Yeah,
now.
he
That's
is.
what
Look
he's
at the
doing.
smile on his fucking
You know,
face
that
right
looks
now.
like,
Is
that
that the
looks
new character from Fable?
Man.
That looks. Yeah, that looks like. I was just saying. That looks like
Wait,
Free
wait.
Fable. Free
Wait,
Fable.
did you hear they're
God,
changing to make her look attractive and like?
You already
fucking
just got that
Fable
too,
now?
Jed. Simpsons did it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Come on time, sir, and you'll get.
Oh
most
wait,
of the likes.
yeah. I've been busy. Okay. So.
Okay. Well, listen, guys, it is time for us to get into something. I put it on the thumbnail last week, and we had so much going on last week that we completely missed the boat on it. It's time for us to talk about lanterns.
Those sons of
Now
bitches.
we got two.
Wait.
We've got 2 episodes in the bag.
Don't talk about the second one. I've only seen the first one.
Get out of here, Jed.
Then
away.
leave, Jed. We're talking about lanterns.
We discussed this. That we all had to
said
watch it by
we
this
were
week.
going to talk about this. So
I didn't get to see. I was going to
This
watch
was
it. I
planned.
only,
This was planned, Jed.
yeah,
It's
I
not our
only
fault.
watched the first one
all
last
right,
night.
stop. God damn it. You leave
me.
whenever you feel like it.
Okay.
I'll talk about the first episode.
Okay,
and then-
fuck it,
and
I
then
won't
we'll
watch
move
the
on from there. Okay.
Sweet Jesus.
Anyway, good Lord, Jesus. I mean, I try.
You try.
And some people just want to go with the program. Some people don't. All right. So the first episode was pilot, because our guy Hal Jordan was a pilot. But here's the thing. I'm seeing some good stuff in here, but I'm seeing some crazy shit in here. First crazy shit I saw was homeboy thinks it's okay to shoot apples off his kid's head.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Keep going. Keep
How
going.
is he not in jail?
There was
Yeah,
more
let me
crazy
put up-
shit than that in the episode.
Let me put up a spoiler thing. I
Yeah.
do see him talking in the chat about spoilers. Let's go ahead and do that real quick.
While you're doing that, Joe, I just want to say the one thing I didn't like: Spider-Man spoilers. This is Spider-Man spoilers, folks.
I'm fixing to fix it.
I know, no. Real quick, the one thing I didn't like is there was a point where they go to that little taco stand, and they're like, the guy there, the I don't know, the server, whatever. He's like, "This is on the house."
Yeah.
And then before he leaves, before Hal flies away, he says, "Pay the bill." I don't know why that bothered me, but that bothered me. He's like, "It's on the house," and then he says, "Pay the bill," and flies away. I'm like, "What? What the hell?" It's funny.
Well, I'll tell you in broad strokes what's bothering me about this show. Why is Hal giving this guy so much fucking shit? It's like he pissed on his boots or something.
Well, it feels like it was.
And this guy's giving him no reason to act like that.
Well,
It's nothing but respectful to him.
No. And, Joe, I think the reason I see it from not knowing much about this backstory is it seemed like in this particular story it was thrust upon him.
Yeah,
like he didn't want a trainee.
Yeah, but he's coming off like a grumpy old fuck.
Well, they kind of did fight at one another when they first met one another too. So
Hal's pissed because he's happened to train his replacement before he's ready to be a replacement.
Right? Yeah, it's like we're not going to give you a raise, but you're going to train your replacement. It's like,
by the way, I know, Knock, you don't read this stuff, but you've read one story that's really good. But they don't train lanterns on Earth.
No, they
train
don't.
them on Oa.
Yep.
Kilowog does that shit. You know what I mean? It's alien beings that do it. You know what I mean? It's not humans.
And
this show is exactly
right. That's fair.
And this show is exactly why they don't do that, because we ain't trained enough.
Yeah.
Look at Hal. He's like, "Fuck you, I ain't training you."
and here's the thing: he tells the story in this show about how he got the ring. That's how it's supposed to happen. The ring leaves because you keep the ring till you're dead. And it leaves you and seeks out the next person it's going to go to. The ring chooses
I don't
who's going to be the
taking
lantern.
off the ring and keep giving it to him thing. I don't understand that.
And I
said that last night when I was watching. I was like, "What the fuck does he keep taking the ring off for? That's fucking bullshit."
Yeah, he's not supposed to take the ring off. It's really. But look, I will give it this though. I am enjoying the story, even though it's kind of Lanterns meets Yellowstone, kind of.
Or True Detective.
Yeah, or True Detective. Yeah, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I just, he bangs a chick in the parking lot that ends up being the fucking what looks to be the bad guy's fucking wife, right? Who's played by a great actor.
By the way, neither of them look like grandparents.
No,
they don't. No, they don't.
And I like the actor too.
Can we discuss the last scene in the first episode? Because that was some bullshit.
Yeah, I said to somebody last night when I was watching it, I said, "Watch, they're gonna kill him off in the final frame of the episode."
Yeah,
that was some bullshit.
With him sitting there dead and the ring is gone, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of speculation out there. I mean, a lot of people are convinced this is a manhunter, or something like that. It's not really Hal, and some people are even speculating that Hal's been dead all this time and it is a manhunter, the whole time. But that wouldn't work because they wouldn't be able to use the ring. There's so much that doesn't match the lore of the books in this. It's more like True Detective, which, cool. Whatever.
Well, to be fair, Joe, is it normal for them to take off the ring and give it to somebody and that other person can just use the ring?
No.
No.
So why not in this story can a manhunter not use the ring?
Actually, there have been instances that Hal has lent out the ring.
Really?
Well, he did it to Guy, and he did it to John like once or twice.
Yeah, if they're chosen at some point by the ring, they can use another Green Lantern ring.
Yeah, but
we haven't had that in this storyline.
Yeah,
I'm saying that this Hal on this show is really a scroll because it's really a Marvel crossover that we just don't know about. That's what we're doing with
Scroll
this.
in DC.
That's what we're going with this. They're doing a crossover.
This is
DC
James
versus
Gunn going out of his way to make the traditional superhero look as bad as possible.
You think?
That's what he
I
does.
said it before.
Well,
I said it
hang on.
last.
I
I
want
said it before.
before you put out there what you're about to say, I want to make you aware of something. This story was developed before Gunn was even with Warner. Okay, this was in the works for a long time, and it's been taken by Gunn and revamped into this. They actually were thinking about doing a series of the Green Lantern like this.
But it wasn't going to be. Would Hal have been the kind of character he is in
I
this?
don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Gunn wasn't behind it.
The things I don't like about it are his antagonistic attitude towards John Stewart. I don't like that at all. The other thing I don't like about it is, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought.
Damn it, John.
Yeah,
John.
it's fine. I'll think of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time of the show where the Alzheimer's kicks in and Joe loses his mind again.
Oh my God, there's so many fucking so much
Use your words,
bigotry
Joe.
and so much woke shit in this. It's not even funny. I mean, I just and I'll get into this more when we get into the second episode, but in this one, just to let you guys know what happens in it, they're investigating a shooting, and they're pretty sure that all the people that were shot at this football game were aliens. And we come to find out that the bad guy that I'm going to call John Dory, I don't know what the character's name is, but I loved him on Fear the Walking Dead.
Dude Ranch.
Garrett Dillahunt. He played, Dude Ranch, right? Dude Ranch guy. Anyway, pretty sure his guys killed him because he's running a survival camp, and he's worried about the colonization of their area by aliens. I don't know what shit kicker would use the word colonization.
Yeah, I was like,
fucking.
When I was watching that
was
last
a big red
night,
flag when I first watched this.
When I was watching it last night, I called it out like immediately.
I do like the sheriff. I do like the sheriff. She's trying to keep the peace in her town. She's a peacemaker, which is what sheriffs in small towns
I get it, but
are.
can we please get the fuck over this jurisdiction crap? It's clearly
right. Yeah,
she's clearly way over her head. I mean, come on.
I mean,
Give me a break with that.
And here's the thing: I think what's happening there is he's dropping that he's a Green Lantern. If he dropped this in New York, everybody, or Metropolis, I'm sorry, we have made up names in fucking DC. If he did this in Metropolis and dropped that he was a Green Lantern, everybody would get the fuck out of his way, right? They would just, but in small town America and small town Nebraska, they like to, throw their fucking.
Well, hang on now. The sheriff's from Gotham, so the sheriff should know better than that shit.
She should know better than that, shouldn't she? Yeah. Anyway,
but let's
that's
be
how
honest,
this one ends up. And
the sheriff has been a step ahead of Hal the whole time, though.
Yeah,
that's because Hal on this show is an idiot.
Yeah, well, he does.
It's not hard to do. I mean,
almost
really
like he's a drunk and we haven't
is,
seen it yet. It's almost like he's a drunk and we haven't seen it yet.
My problem is that she knew from the beginning this wasn't her jurisdiction, and she was trying to keep it under wraps when
true,
it wasn't going to happen. So I mean, I blame her for him having to he had to go out of his way to learn it because she wasn't forthright to start with.
Macon is obvious. He obviously knows there's an alien infestation in his town, and he's gearing up for a war with them. Is what he's doing, and the other thing that happens is there's one guy that they take into custody that Hal is convinced is an alien, and he questions him. And one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in a fucking show, man. When he threw him up against the wall and he goes, "Are you ticking?" Like he's a fucking bomb that ticks.
I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny.
That was fucking stupid.
He said, "Are you beeping?" Because he was actually
beeping.
beeping.
Yeah, he was actually beeping. Yeah, I thought
he was beeping
funny.
and powering up for the bomb. Yeah.
But whatever.
He used the Harry Potter reference to prove that he was an alien. That's some bullshit.
Okay.
I was giggling at that.
I enjoyed that too.
Hang on.
It's funny, but it was some bullshit.
He said he could control this with his mind, right?
Yeah. And
that he was the bomb, right?
Yep.
Okay. I can control when I take a piss with my mind. I don't beep when I do it. I mean, it was fucking dumb. Guys,
well, he may be able to control when it activates, not necessarily that he just thinks bomb and explodes. I feel like if you could just think bomb and explode, there might be a little issue there.
So his body's gonna beep.
Yeah, that's the funny part. That's hilarious to me. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're thinking too much into it.
We have to disagree on that. I just thought it was dumb. But anyway, that he puts the shield around and blows as the guy's blowing up to make sure not too many people get hurt. And yeah, that's pretty much this episode.
I'm honestly surprised.
I want to point out one more thing.
Yeah,
They said there was only fucking one Green Lantern, but there's John and then there's.
They did that in 2016.
Okay,
that was in the 2016.
Yeah, because we have three Green
This takes place in a couple of different times.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, it does take place in a couple of different times because most of the episodes in 2016, and then the end of the episode where they find Hal dead is 10 years later. It's
so
in this
but
did
wait
my
a minute,
boy
though.
get his gun, his ring? Like,
But I still agree with them on this.
Guy
because wait a
Gardner's
minute.
one of my favorites.
They mentioned that he's already beaten Sinestro, which means the Guy Gardner is already out there too. And Guy Gardner is human from Earth. So I mean, come on.
There
is
you
one
have
Green Lantern
John
out there.
and
There's
Guy
currently
and,
in this universe right now, as of right now of the show, there's 3.
Yeah.
Well, 2 and a trainee, at least.
actually,
That's my point.
So,
That's my point. When
you know.
this show takes place, Guy Gardner has not been made a Green Lantern yet. That doesn't happen until closer to 2026.
He hadn't, but Guy Gardner was still around because Guy Gardner was part of the whole Sinestro thing.
Yeah.
So therefore,
in the comics, I'm not talking the comics. I'm talking about how they're doing this timeline.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on.
We really don't know what's going on.
No,
I
the
could
only
be
thing
one right
we know
now.
is in
and could not.
2016, it's just one lantern. That's all we know.
Isn't
You
this
know
the
he's-
same? Go ahead, John.
No, you
I
go ahead.
was. Isn't this the same asshole that did the Watchmen show too?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So
that was a terrible show. towards
Well,
the end.
I think we're getting the wokeness and stupid shit from that guy.
I'm honestly surprised. I'm honestly surprised with as woke as the show is, and with this whatever weirdness this is. Guy didn't try and Hal didn't try and sit there and go that ask the dude, hey, did you vote for Trump? Then you're Haley Dialing. Just because that's the way they do it.
Yep. Well, okay, we're gonna get to episode 2 now, buddy. So you might want to.
No, I'm good. Fuck it. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, episode 2
Yeah.
is Let's see. I got the episode list right here. Right. Episode 2 is Trust Fall. That's that one. Hang on. Let me get it up here. Now, Trust Fall.
Wait, what?
Just hang on. It's got the entire list of the episodes. I'm trying not to show anything, any of the titles or anything from all of that. Trust Fall is, oh God, there's so many things that I want to say about this.
Yeah, just spit it all out.
Episode.
Brother.
Well,
Just
first
spit
of
that
all,
shit out.
we have to talk about the fucking chick that he banged meeting at the diner and their conversation. How's your white man doing? What the fuck?
Yeah,
is
that was kind of weird.
The fuck is that?
No, that was weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
But
what you didn't see was the other side of the conversation that Hal and where he's hanging out was having was the complete opposite side of the conversation. So
no, that whole conversation could have been done a totally different way. They could have still had that conversation, but they didn't have to have the race in it. It was fucking stupid.
It's stupid. Dude.
But anyway,
That's
let me give
fucking
you a quick
retarded.
synopsis of what happens in this episode. It's established that fucking they don't even touch on dead guy Jordan.
Wait, they
don't
didn't
even
touch
on that.
any
We
at
go
all?
back to 2016, and his ring is down to like 5% or something. It's so to get John out of his way, because he's really treating John like he's a fucking pain in the ass that he has to deal with, and I just don't get that whole thing. I don't get that dichotomy at all. Because
in fact, he doesn't feel like he's needed.
Right,
I feel
but
like that's
John is trying to help him and he helps him quite a bit, and it's just I don't get it. Anyway, he sends him back to his house to get the lantern.
Yeah,
on a plane. Sends him on a plane to go get his lantern just to get him out of the way. Well, during all of this, in Nebraska, Hal Jordan decides to do a little investigating, steals the bodies of the aliens that were shot, and runs them through the metal detector to establish the fact that these aren't metal detectors, they're alien detectors. So we're dealing with some alien tech here. Okay. And one of the stupid parts in that scene was when he pulled the grill off of the front of the car with a lug wrench and walked it through there, when all he had to do was just walk through it with the lug wrench to establish it was, yeah. And the front grill of the fucking car is plastic. It's not even metal. That was one of the stupidest things I ever saw.
I would like to say, I would also like to
you,
say that was not Hal Jordan's lantern that he got. That's Alan Scott's.
Okay. Well, that's. Did they say that during the show? Because I don't read the comic books. I wouldn't.
No, that's Alan Scott's. The Green Lantern lanterns look different. Alan Scott's lantern was actually a railroadman's lantern.
Gotcha.
Which is what
what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's driving around. This part was funny. He gets pulled over by the sheriff with 4 dead bodies. And this is after with the seatbelt on. Yeah. Naked, dead with the seatbelt on. Yeah. Too funny. And before I forgot, I got ahead of myself. Before that, there was a town hall meeting where they were talking about Hal Jordan being there, and his lawyer shows up, who happens to be the sheriff's wife, and all this other bullshit. Anyway,
real quick, Joe, before you continue, because right before that happened, he got into the town and there was nobody around, so he's trying to figure out where they went.
Yeah,
this I don't know why this bothered me too. Mm-hmm. He did one little flight, and that took 5% of his battery. How fucking is this a new iPhone? Like what?
Yeah,
that ring took one little itty flight, 20, 30 feet in the air maybe, and then it said battery's dead.
Oh, and
because he recharged it. He recharged it for 5% previously because he said there's a special 5% recharge that we could do, and he did it. And so it had 5% battery. All they showed, at least since that time, was him doing that little 30 feet fly, and then it died. That's it.
And then you've got. Don't forget another thing I skipped over was John creating a bird trying to fly. He was trying to fly with the ring, and he created a construct that was a bird.
Joe,
yeah,
that was an important moment.
Yes,
because that was turned around. That turned around Hal. I think his attitude changed a little bit towards John.
Yeah, when he made it, when he made that. Yeah,
I think that's a very important.
And then he tested him by saying what he said: "Keep that alive until you get back."
Yep.
Right. He said, "Keep that construct alive until you get back." Anyway,
I think that's a very important
wait, is John not an architect yet?
They haven't said anything about what he does.
Yeah. Okay.
They haven't said anything about what he does. He's just walking around doing what Hal Jordan tells him to do. That's it. Okay. Anyway, the sheriff and him have a conversation. They put the bodies up, and then they go out to Macon's ranch. Now, he has a discussion with him about the alien detectors, and he wants to know. Macon keeps mentioning this benefactor he has, and after the conversation with the wife in the diner that we were talking about with John, I'm pretty convinced she's the manhunter.
Yeah,
and we'll get to that here in a minute.
I'm kind of leaning that too.
Yeah, it's a woman for sure. It's either the sheriff or it's going to be.
Wait! It's the other. That dude's wife is the manhunter.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
dude's
who he's
wife.
referring to.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they make it the sheriff either. I either way.
Because I felt the minute she came on screen the first time, I was saying out loud, "Oh no, don't trust that woman. There's something."
I was watching Nerdrotic do his. I was watching Nerdrotic do his review, and I sent him a super chat, and I said, "Yeah, the wife is the manhunter. She's got her pie in everybody's fingers."
I said that.
But anyway, he's questioning him about a bunch of stuff. Wants to know what other alien tech he's got on the ranch, and blah 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 blah. He's talking big noise, and he says, "You're good," and he radios one of his guys that's in a sniper position, and says, "If he tries to come in here, shoot him." Right. And he says, "You're going to shoot at me? I'm just going to make a shield." And all of a sudden he gets popped. He gets shot.
Yeah.
Next time we see him, he's in the hospital, and the sheriff's waiting on him to wake up. And they have a discussion about moving forward. They need to work together and that kind of thing. And that's where she lets go that she's from Gotham, and decided to move to a smaller town. Is what they decided to do. But
I would like to point out
John's journey. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
The sniper did shoot him in the one place where it would do really no damage, and it went through and through.
Yeah, he shot him above the lung, right around the collarbone. Shot him up there. Yeah. So I don't understand why the sheriff didn't arrest the dude from the sniper tower. But hey, I mean,
because
I know they're
had
on
already
his
agreed.
land. I know they're on his land, but that's bullshit. If a law enforcement officer was there, she'd have probably drawn her gun and shot back. She probably would have.
I mean, she had already made it very clear that he had every right to do that.
Right.
Whether she agreed with it or not, she had already made that.
But still, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like they would have arrested the guy, even if for no other reason, get him to stop shooting.
In a small town, I'm sorry, Joe. I got to disagree with you on this one. I don't think in a small town they would have had any want to do that.
Yeah.
Remember, she lives there. That's
I know.
Yeah. She knows all about it.
Anyway,
he knows everything apparently. So
what's going on with John? He goes there and gets given instructions on how to get this thing because it's in a pocket universe. They love these pocket universes in the fucking Gunverse. Anyway, he gets the lantern, and as he's leaving, he's kidnapped. And he's taken to a indiscriminate warehouse where a bunch of guys who are obviously aliens, because he has a fist fight with one of them and he's throwing them all over the van.
Yeah, in that van. That was a crazy fight scene.
Yeah, it was crazy. But the way he was throwing them around, it's obvious they're aliens. And they can't go into this town in Nebraska because they'll get found out. But they're letting him know, John, that there's a manhunter there. And they explain about the manhunters and what they've done in the past and blah, blah, blah. And they said, John, you must see this. We have to show this to you. And they put this gun to his head that looks like, something they'd inoculate you with, right? And he sees what happens to him about the manhunters. We don't see it. They don't let us see it, but John sees it. I didn't understand that at all.
Too much money.
Nah, whatever.
Yeah.
They could have
Dude,
done
it's true.
It's flashing pictures or something, Hell, they could be creative. They could have done it with fucking comic book pages. I mean, come on. They could have done something to let us know something about that. I thought that was really, they dropped the ball on that. But anyway, whenever he gets back, and the bird survives all of this, by the way. And there's speculation out there.
I was kind of expecting the bird to disappear at that point because he wouldn't have been concentrating, right?
Nope. That's how strong his will is, Knock. That's how strong his will is. He kept it alive this whole time. Anyway, he gets back and they tell him not to they want him to help locate the manhunter and not to tell Hal Jordan about it. Well, he goes back and tells Hal the whole thing. He's loyal to Hal, and Hal says, because they dropped Sinestro's name, right? He was asking about Sinestro, and he asked about a manhunter, and this obviously frazzles fucking Hal. And
how do you know that name?
How do you know that name, right? Yeah. And so what happens is they finish up the episode by Hal going. They both go into bed, and after it's dark, Hal comes out in a uniform which John brought for him, thinking he would need it. I don't know why he'd do that, but of course, this guy's, it's obvious he's always wanted to be a Green Lantern. That's for sure. He's been enamored with it since he was a kid. Anyway, Hal flies to Oa in the end of the episode after he tanks up his ring, and he goes and meets Sinestro. And it looks like Sinestro is going to be the Hannibal Lecter of this show, is what it looks like to me. He goes to question him about manhunters, which is something I think Hal should have known about already. But, I guess not. But Sinestro makes it plain. He says, well, that's the second worst thing you've got to worry about. Tell me about John Stewart. And that's how it ends. And when he said second, he must be meaning himself. You know what I mean?
Or the manhunter.
Well, no, he said that the manhunter was the second thing he needed to worry about.
Oh, was it?
There's one other thing.
I thought he also meant John.
Yeah. I don't know. He couldn't have meant John.
He might have.
Go ahead.
There's one other thing that's
Mhm.
out there that would make Sinestro say that.
Yeah.
Parallax.
Parallax.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that Sinestro's actually scared of.
Yeah.
By the way, I wanted to point out that that moment when he creates that bird and Hal's looking at him very strange. I think that kind of turned the corner of their relationship.
I hope
because
so.
we find out in that episode that is extremely advanced technique to be able to do that kind of construct and keep it that way. And keep you have to have crazy amount of will to be able to do that.
That's the reason why I said.
So I think when Hal saw that kind of changed his mind a little bit about John.
He did have a beer with him in the final.
So I think that's right there was like the turning point, at least the start of it, for their relationship.
I hope so, because I'm tired of this fucking.
Yeah, I think they did that on
damn
purpose so
asshole.
that we could get that gradual shifting of, okay, I don't want you to be here, to okay, and then he starts leaning on him a little bit more and more and that kind of thing.
I mean,
and
if
he
he
also
calls
had
him
that point-
Junior one more time, I may puke.
that's just that's old white guy talk, right?
I
Anyways,
guess.
that's how we act at old age. Anyways,
I have never called you Junior. Nah,
right, yeah.
never.
But you guys also noticed when he powered up the ring, he said like really fast and like he's like he didn't really care about it. He's just like blackest night, blah blah blah, and he like did it like super fast when he charged his ring.
Yep.
I noticed that too.
Yeah,
It
was pretty neat. It was pretty neat.
Well, it's just how he said it. Like it's
Yeah.
not neat. It's how he said it because it didn't seem like it was a phrase he believed in anymore. It was just saying it to do the mechanic.
I think he was just I think he was just being expedient. I
And,
don't think it's
I don't know. I read a
not
little bit more
believing
into that.
But
I would also like to this also leans into the parallax thing, because if he's already being infected by parallax, that would affect his beliefs.
we'll see. You know, the speculation that this guy, here he's listed as Anakin, but there's a lot of speculation that this guy is Atrocitus, and those were Red Lanterns that were fighting with Jon Stewart. You know what I mean? I've heard that theory floated out there. So it's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting to see what goes on. But yeah, the actor they got playing Sinestro, he looks great. You know, and he's a good actor too.
If Sinestro was a 50-something balding
right,
dad bod guy.
Yeah, why are they making these guys so old? You know, the kind of opposite of what Knock was talking about, the X-Men. These guys are all fucking farting dust, man. Except for Jon
Bring
Stewart.
in the new Gen Z generation, bruh.
I guess, man.
No cap.
I guess. No cap. Listen to it.
Right.
But I'm getting enough out of the mystery box that I want to see where this goes.
They've definitely piqued my interest with this whole mystery. Who's the guy?
Who's the manhunter? Yeah. And what's up?
Is it a guy?
My wife is convinced that everybody in the town's aliens. She's convinced that everybody is. But
No.
why would they need an
Macon
alien
wouldn't have done that.
detector?
Yeah,
if the whole
I
town
think
was-
there is some aliens, but the rest of the town is basically.
Well, no, I mean the Macon is a red-blooded, American that wants to
he's
keep the
definitely
land
the Trump allegory.
sanctified.
Fucking
So he'll be
yeah.
hunting for any alien. There's no more aliens. That was the whole point of John getting captured and being sent back as their spy, so to speak, or what they plan to do, anyways.
Yeah.
And the whole thing about John getting captured, they warned him that if he hasn't solved it in 2 days, they're just going to show up and
They're just going to show up and blow the place
They're going to
up.
show up and do their beeping, and then
Right,
they're
the
gonna-
beeping bomb
They're going
thing.
to beep and then bomb.
Yes.
And then bomb. Yeah. By the way, what's his name? What's the plant's name?
The what?
The plant. The plant that he had to feed.
Oh, Earl.
Oh my God, Earl! Yeah,
Earl.
that was funny. Feed Earl. He had all these plastic things in the
all the wooden spoons.
Look,
Yeah.
Jed, it's a mutant fucking Venus flytrap kind of thing. It's got more of a snake head to it, but
they're
it's a
doing that
flower.
shit again. Okay.
Oh,
it's
they also made Jon Stewart a vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
that's
did.
right. Yeah, you had to have.
And I was like, when I heard he was vegan last night, I yelled out, "What the fuck?
really loud, and
I don't care that
Yeah.
much about it. It's not a hill I want to die on.
Well,
No.
yeah, the hills I'm gonna die on is this. You need to kill the woke shit in this fucking show.
Yeah.
He's not a very good vegan. He's not telling everybody about it.
Right.
Right, yeah, he's a terrible
Yeah,
vegan.
because
Terrible.
vegans are always, oh my god, my poops are so good because I'm vegan and shit. Like,
You know what it was, guys? You know what it was? His dad fed him like 10 burgers one time, and he was traumatized ever since, and so that's when he became a vegan.
He wasn't
His
traumatized.
dad, I got it. His dad shot a cow in front of him, and then he reacted to that, and so that brutality made him a vegan.
Bro,
We're gonna find that out in the next episode.
I would be more traumatized by my dad shooting fucking apples off the top of my head. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm sorry. No, I'm mistaken. His dad made him shoot a cow and then skin it up, and then he had to cook it, and then he had to eat it, and then that led to him being a vegan.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we're running out of time, and we're not going to be able to do the movies of the month. There's not many.
We
though,
can do it
guys.
next week. So.
There's
do it next
not a whole lot coming out in September, is there?
But I did want to show September. There's not much. What I put in the thumbnail, we've got Practical Magic 2. If you're a fan of that one with Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock,
Go to the list. Let's skim down it.
Okay, we can do it real fast. Hang on, we'll pop through it real fast.
You don't have to click on any of them. Just
no, I'm not going to. Guess By Any Means,
Tom and Jerry
is a crime thriller.
It's modern day Tom and Jerry.
With Power Man. No, not Power Man. What's his name? Wonder Man, the guy that played.
I
Wonder
don't
Man.
consider him
And
Wonder Man. So.
I understand, but I'm trying to not say his name because can you say that name? Go ahead, say his name.
Yabba dabba dabba.
Yeah, exactly. Yabba dabba doo. It's a Flintstone name. Anyway, with Mike Wahlberg. That's a crime thriller. Tom and Jerry Forbidden Compass. I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah.
But the first one of the month, I think, is on that's the first week of the month, and there's not much of nothing. Then we get to the 11th, and Practical Magic 2 comes out.
I heard Runner. People are liking some Runner from the previews.
Yeah, Alan Richardson is in
Owen
this
Wilson.
one, and I've heard that this one is good. It's
I've heard too from like one or two people that have already seen a screener of it.
Right.
Like,
I have heard that one.
Andrew Garfield in another period piece.
That's what he likes. Period pieces. What do you
yeah,
think? He's
Yeah, that one I saw the
another
trailer
Robin
for
Hood movie.
Uprising. That does look good. Yeah,
I still haven't watched his.
Hang on,
World War II
John,
one.
go ahead.
It's another Robin Hood movie. It's the story that inspired the Robin Hood tales.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead, Knock. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying I haven't seen his other movie, the World War II one, where he's the medic.
Oh,
but I've heard that one's really good.
It is good. I think Mel Gibson directed that one too. It's a good movie. Yeah. True story too. 18th, the new Resident Evil comes out.
Yeah, I'm
not a
dreading
Resident
that.
Evil fan.
Dude, I've seen some of the preview stuff and it doesn't look like the game.
Well,
Like,
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. It's made by the guy that made Barbarian and Weapons, and I loved Weapons. I thought it was the best thing I saw last year. So I'll give this a chance.
I'm having problems already.
Well, he said specifically it's not taken from the game.
It's not taken from the game.
So yeah, it's I'm not gonna watch it then. So
yep, there you go. I'm looking through here. I'm not seeing anything that's really blowing up my skirt. There's a sci-fi.
Why is there 24 and 25? What the hell?
Yeah, what? I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Some people don't know how to
Yeah,
do numbers.
Well, movies were tied up in whatever development hell or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
That strike was over forever ago. There's no excuse anymore.
Then you've got. I saw the preview for this one, Prime Time. Robert Pattinson is playing Chris Hansen.
Yep.
The guy that caught all the pedos. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I mean, the guy that is still catching pedos because he's doing it on YouTube now. So
yep. So this one, I think the story. Correct me if I'm wrong, John. Have you seen the preview for this one too?
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like it's the thing that got him kicked off of television and onto YouTube. I think it has to do with that incident. So that might be interesting. This is an A24 movie too. So, and I like what that studio's doing. And then this one, if you're an animal lover, you're going to want to go see this. I showed this to my wife, and yeah, it does look good. Heart of the Beast tells the story of an ex-special forces guy who has a combat dog that he worked with in Iraq, and he has a heart attack flying a plane, survives it, and him and the dog have to cross the wilderness to get out.
So basically, a man and his dog, or boy and his dog.
Yeah, but the dog, see, he's missing a leg. He's got a prosthetic leg, and you just go check out the trailer. It looks good, dude. It really does.
Doesn't he have the teeth?
Yeah, he's got metal teeth. Yeah,
yep.
He's got metal teeth because he says the guy that plays J. Jonah Jameson, he meets him before he flies out there at a camp.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons, great actor. He tells him, he says, what happened to him? He said, yeah, a guy got him in the mouth. That's why he's got the metal teeth and the fake leg. And he says, I hope you took care of that business. He said, oh yeah, I shot him in the head. You know, but you'd have to see the trailer for it. It looks good. Looks like you got a
stunt driver.
Where,
Joe? How is this not on your list?
Where do you see stunt driver? Okay,
the stunt driver.
Okay. All right, says it's a comedy
and it's a
biography comedy.
Oh,
I'll
Ed
have to
Helms.
check into that. I'll have to check into that one. But that's it. That's all we get in September.
I don't think I'm going to be going to the theaters or anything.
But September's like February and January. It's one of those months where movies go to die. So you know that this is why there's not much out. This month.
Next month has some good stuff, but
yeah, we're not going to talk about till next month.
I know.
But I did have a couple of things I wanted to show you guys. Some really good use of AI happened here recently. I wanted to show you this one. I want you guys to go check this out on your own. I don't really want to show it because I want you to support this thing and go check it out yourselves. Let me see if I can find the picture. I had the picture. What did I do with it? There it is. Okay. If you haven't seen this yet, go check this out. This is proper use of AI. Of course, Chris Reeves, you know, you'd have to AI him. He's not around anymore. This is the meeting we never got. They meet at the beginning of the little. It's only like, I want to say it's 6 minutes long. I think I had it over here, but we just don't have time to show it. It's 6.5 minutes long, but he's Clark Kent on the farm when she pulls up and they discuss. I mean, it's all lore correct. She talks about the Amahedron and what happened with it and everything. It's really cool. You guys should go check this out. I will give you the link in the chat. This is the meeting we never got. And at the end of it, it says to be continued too. So hopefully we'll see some more from this one. But I don't watch a lot of AI stuff, but go check that one out, man. It's pretty cool. I like that one a lot. And I got a couple more here just for Knock and Jed. These are ones that I found. These things are too funny, I gotta tell you. They really are. Hang on. Let me get this set up. I gotta pause it. Then I gotta refresh it. Because these are from Instagram, so I have to pause them right at the beginning and make sure the sound's off. Okay, so here you go. This is, I mean, just watch it. You'll get the whole picture. You see who's doing the marrying, right? Awesome,
the combined of Roxbury and Nat are just fucking awesome.
Okay. Look,
they literally took the movie and then enhanced them into the movie.
They have another one. Hang on. This one I love. This is the snack, the Zack Snyder version, dude. Oh no, it's muted.
Yeah,
love
I'm gonna say this. I know Lois is his true love, but in the late 80s, early 90s, Wonder Woman and him got together, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And I've been waiting for that
That
forever.
was the new 52.
That wasn't a new 52. That was when they had the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
So,
well, there you go. I
loved it.
That really was for knock. I figured.
And then if you think about later on in Kingdom Come, and at the end, they actually got together, and then she got pregnant. So, I've often said if Lois wasn't there, he'd gravitate toward Diana. So
yeah. Well, that's it for this week, boys and girls. We're not going to have a big to-do leaving because we had so much stuff that we couldn't even get it all into one show. So I want to thank you guys for being here. John, Knock, Jed, thanks all. Anybody got any final words you want to give out?
Yeah, I'm good, brother.
Football starts this weekend.
Yes, it does. Our first show will be a week from this Sunday. So look forward to that. It'll be the preseason wrap-up, and we will give you our predictions for the season. Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
I get to see how bad the Cowboys...
The last BG3 is Friday.
Yeah, you're pretty close to the end on that one, right? 8 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget about that one, guys. Over on Pop Culture Mind.
The last one's on Friday?
Gaming Night with John. Yes.
We're apparently near the end, as they keep telling me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just want to see how bad the Cardinals and Cowboys are going to do this year.
Look at Tim coming in late.
Hits and shit.
That's right.
There are some who call me Tim.
Good to see you, Tim. We are out, boys and girls. Take it easy. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. And don't forget, whether you like them small,
what's up?
Medium,
what's that?
Or large,
what's that?
Tuesday continues into Wednesday every week on Joe's Atmosfere's channel. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Titties.
Woo-hoo.